CSGO.net, o melhor site para aberturas de caixa. Use o cupom ARTS para ganhar 35% de bônus em vários métodos de depósito. Mano, que profite do caralho. Tira uma print utilizando o cupom e manda no formulário que tá aí na descrição para participar do sorteio mensal. Isso aí e bora pro vídeo.
Speak for itself. Astralis, Vitality, a good old BO1 boiling down on nuke. They're wasting zero time. Astralis already just barraging their way out from Hut. It does get stopped by RPK as he picks up a couple of kills here. And now it's Device in the middle of the site, removed from this one. Ooh, frag back from Snappy though. He's trying his damnedest, absolute damnedest. Scene and making a name for himself before he had a chance to star on Heroic even. That's back where he dominated Nuke as an individual. So I have high expectations still. This is 3/5 of the best team in the world. And although with their pistols, they'll be cut down like any bunch of noobs would.
Rain looks...
Everything's fine. Oh. Or so it was. Apex, he's going to peek up as Magis, who wasn't there originally, actually gets into position. But obviously, these T's moving their feet past the blue box and starting to take heads. Snappy finding great timing. It's all on shox. He gets softened up, but still able to take 2 kills back really quick.
Oh my god, that is not at all what I expected to happen. shox now, the 1v2 situation is definitely a winnable one. And although guns have been upgraded, Magisk and Snappy, they don't have head armor, from what I can tell. Nade will be perfectly placed, leaving shox in a one-on-one. Extremely high clutch percentage in contrast to Snappy. Can he pull it off?
Well, he's going to close the double doors, focuses solely forward. Snappy just on the other side, lines up the spray. Oh, line of sight. $1,000 on the round. And it seems like Astralis are going to head back outdoors. Snappy all alone inside of the lobby, and we've got the boost up from Vitality on ramp, so that's going to enable them to move a player back. shox no longer getting aggressive, no longer playing on the face of the smoke, but will that extra CT player come into fruition? They're going to be presented a lot of targets here. ZywOo close on the smoke. A second headshot, but he can't manage that third one. Magisk is able to stay alive. Single man advantage here for Vitality, but Masuda finds the lineup through the door, and that's that lobby player. The solo lobby player for Astralis goes down.
And yeah, we've got some of that more of that presence outside from ZywOo. I mean, I love that he didn't move after his first shot. What a unique situation to be in, and of course, he gets the 2 headshots versus rifling players. Just ice out Astralis in this situation. 2-on-4, Magisk has Heaven control for what it's worth. But since they have enough CTs to kind of watch all spots at this point, RPK, eyes trained on this peak.
And he's going to find the headshot. Even despite being made uncomfortable by the flash. Oh, and Apex just sidelines down the second smoke once they get into position. And finding a route to the secret stairs. But ZywOo, he warns them. He knows exactly what's going on. And poor Yugi is wounded as he does get closer to that B-bomb site. It's Masuda with the one and done. Apex, great grenade, but he's gonna have to try and hide. Snappy gives chase, goes down as Apex swings out the door and adds another frag to the tally. But Device, he's got 2 kills to his name already, and he's got a couple of other players to find. All the time in the world, bomb on his back. Talk me through how he wins this.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, again, in the first part of a clutch, you always see the silence, and it comes down to trying to get the CTs to spread out, and then figuring out where they're going to spread out to. And it's partly a gamble, partly a read. RPK, top of the hut, will know by Device's crosshair placement what he expects, and he does find the first kill. Op is inside the hut, waiting for Device to peek, but now downstairs has been opened, and he's doing it quietly. So not only will he be offered up a bomb plant, but ZywOo will be a little bit late to the call.
Device, he's going to prioritize plant. ZywOo's trying to close this distance, but does not want to give away his position. Device still playing into the dark. And here comes ZywOo knocking on the B site. ZywOo easily could have gone towards decontamination as opposed to double doors, and had he done that, then sprinting inwards all the while shox. Well, he holds on site, but Device turns his head back, and that's a big kill. It opens up the possibility of rotating up towards A. shox realizes this. He tries to stop it. And he's going to have to go all the way outside. Masuda, he comes back from ramp fast enough, and I think because Astralis are aware that this isn't a surprise to the CTs, they stutter step it, and now they've just gone ahead and lost the bomb inside of Mini while they did still remain downstairs. This is going to be really hard for them to claw their way out. It looked like they had that open route. They could have just all flown up the ladder and nobody would have stopped them, but now it boils down to just Dupree.
Are getting this far, so you have to understand why they're trying it. Trade comes out, but Vitality's still in the power position with the guns.
It's a weird one. You know, there was a moment there where Apex, because he threw down his Molotov and interrupted the smoke wall, he would have seen 4 players just jumping, literally jumping over top the gap. He peeks back into Mini for a moment, and now Yugi has body bagged another CT with just the Deeg. It's a 3v3, and it's slowing down as we hit that minute mark. Apex, he's going to be creeping and crawling into the B bomb site. He finds the back turned of Magisk. That's the 1 bullet tap to drop the AK. There is still a rifle in the hands of Snappy. He has Kevlar to go with it, but Yugi doesn't. Yugi, with just the Deagle, has gotten himself this far.
Yeah, he is believing in the heart of the cards right now. Channeling all his energy. But will they fall into his trap card? Find out next episode.
Well, Apex swings the door.
Bomb gets planted.
Now Snappy's very much pinned into old toxic doors. There's no way for him to run. He is committed to the bomb site. Curious to see whether Yugi draws the attention away from him. Maybe we get that M4 coming in with a wild trade. Yugi, he's gotten another Deagle headshot. That's the 3-piece, but he's going to have to just go for the entire ace or boil down the time long enough to deny the defuse. He's going to start spamming the smoke. He's got 4 bullets left over. ZywOo sticking this bomb down to the 2-second mark. Yugi, oh, imagine a world where that last bullet... Little change up, though. This time they're going to emphasize the lobby already, with a bit of footwork outside on the A site, but shox. You know, we saw a couple of times where he was being boosted on top of the ramp. He decides to get aggressive yet again, plays around the smoke, and hits them from behind. But it's still the 3v3 with feeble outdoors. Dupree. Oh, man. He's going to be feeble with only 10 HP left over. But so far, so good for Astralis. Now ZywOo, he's going to creep up into the scope of device. It's all on the tank. And these last 2 Ts have such little HP to work with. They're going to fear for their lives. They're going to run as the Sherman, the Panzerschreck of RPK, doubles back towards Secret.
I don't know what any of those things... I imagine they're tanks?
Yeah, something along that. You know, Sherman,
okay.
Abrams.
Yeah.
World of Tanks, bro.
Yeah.
It's RPK's second favorite game. His most favorite, still Counter-Strike. Let's see if he can clutch this. Last player right above him, both working with minimal HP. And RPK goes trying to find a little bit of comfort here, trying to find the right angle. He hears the door open. ZywOo with the op finds one. RPK is going to be empty-handed on the hold. ZywOo's now going to have to double back and try to play into the heavens. And Masuda, well, he's got the chance to come up ladder, but what kind of a distraction can his teammates create to even give him a chance? Maybe he flashes his own way out now that Mini's been blocked off a second time. Remember, there's nothing to lose here. Final round of the half. Oh, that's big. Apex, he actually finds Dupree through smoke, and ZywOo just looks away from the head of Yugi. That's going to bring in Masuda. Again, Yugi, he's being made uncomfortable, and Snappy, who started it all by stopping shox, now has to close with the clutch. Oh, and he walks into the wall bang. No time. Okay. No time!
Worst nuke performances today, but I imagine it's because of the IGLing.
Yeah, extra responsibilities for Magisk. Apex, he's holding off this lobby flank. And device goes down. Another heavy hitter out for Astralis. Man advantage back in for the T's. Bomb planted. Magisk, he's trying to tap away. They've brought it back to just shox. Shox looking for the clutch. Looking for the 1v2. He hears that bomb tap, goes in for the challenge. He got the player off of the defuse as well, so now he tucks and shox. A masterclass in the clutch. He's going to avoid device at all costs. Dupree could be called into action, but with the Zeus, he just wants to wait. Here it is. Challenge outdoors, and that's what I'm talking about, man.
Risk it.
ZywOo walks right into it. And now if they start playing closer corners, look, we've got 2 Zeuses prepared, but oh no, Yugi, he weapon swaps. That's going to give them another chance back in. It's still not undoable for Astralis. RPK is going to have to give cover to the bomb plant. That AK's been picked up, but RPK drops it, and the Molotov helps by denying any heaven presence.
Surprised they even managed this, despite, you know, that quick switch that ends up losing HUD control. They still were in a 3v2. Dupree walks through the smoke. Trades are coming out, but the CTs are in untradeable spots. It's just Device now with this scout shock.
Bro, this is all of a sudden Astralis back. They've got the 2v2, they've got the health advantage, they've got the utility for a retake. Oh, but Masuda, he turns his attention around, and now it's Device down. Magisk, last man up. Smoke, frag, doors swung wide. He's going to go ahead and block off the right side of the bomb site, and then he's going to have to swing into the stack. RPK up close. This is one of those incredibly safe positions for him, but remember, it's a scout, not an op, so unless he's cracking headshots, it's not going to be too easy. And now that they know he's back there, they're going to try to hunt him out. I mean, Dupree, he was supposed to be that that helping hand. Maybe a player that deep in spawn actually is kind of too daunting of a task to go chase, so they think it may be easier to just avoid him. I mean, think about it. Device, he can't help anybody if he is pinned in that CT spawn.
Yeah. He doesn't want to rotate, so as long as they believe that he doesn't want to move from there, he's pretty useless.
Okay. But he cracks back Apex. We do have the T's just sprinting down to the B bomb site, so probably thinking to themselves, with Device out of the equation, with 3 other players somewhere in the facility, there can't be that many down on B, and they call it out appropriately. Magisk, he's making a ton of noise, just haphazardly running over to the secret stairs. That's where RPK is going to drop him, and Vitality, they are staring a 15th round in the face. Looking to secure 1 point off of this at least. And you know what? If we look at the group in general for these 2 teams, it would be huge for Vitality to actually win a game because they're currently sitting on 2 ties, which gives them less points than Astralis' current 1 win, 1 loss record. So they need a victory, a legit win, to just push them up to like the 5 points in the group. That should put them 2nd or 3rd. And remember, it's 4 of the 5 that go forward into the playoffs. So this is a big
drop a series of rounds to allow him to come back. But yeah, Magisk, wow, he's trying to go get that kill. You have to praise the attempt. And Snappy does find some redemption for his teammate. And finds a trade. Full nades kits here for Vitality. But it is a 4-on-4 situation. Dupree, cheeky push here into the smoke, but it gets called out by RPK. He's been so aware of these smoke pushes.
Yeah, RPK has been looking fantastic.
22 and 11 on RPK, yeah. Holy.
Again, one of those players who can just, you know, silently work his way to the very top of the scoreboard. It's the 2 pieces here and there that just tally up. Yugi, again with the deagle, does tons of damage here versus the T's, but if it's not Device and Snappy to come together and clutch this, then it is Vitality 16-6. Device, he's been caught by shox in this position, and even though he's ready, AK bests the M4. Snappy down for the count. That's it, folks. Vitality, the Frenchman, taking the win, and an actual win.